Easy. Easy, guys. Okay. Okay, calm down. Calm down, buddies. Calm down, please. Oh, shit. Forgot my sunglasses. That's kind of a bitch. Not really. Not really dressed for walking dogs, but let's get it out of the way. I kind of forgot about it. I got up real early today, and I had to go back to sleep. I just woke up. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I said, okay, let's go. Let's go hunt some. This is a couple days before Christmas, so I thought it'd be fitting to go out and hunt some dinosaurs today. So we're gonna fire up the final edition Hemi, and we're gonna go out and do some hunting, see if we can find some dinosaurs. I'm gonna hunt them, I'm gonna kill them, and I'm gonna eat them in that order. Okay. Hey, we'll do the normal walk. Slow down, boys. Been doing quite a bit of boxing as of lately, so I'm pretty cut up, you know, with the dog walking here, brisk walking, and doing the boxing. We're right down where we need to be. About $167. I'm a little light, so we're gonna put on a few pounds. Don't forget there's a child seat. And right on point. Right on point. We're starting to get one. So, excuse me for messing up that camera there. Slow down, boys. We have a scarf on. I take it off. It's cold when you first leave the house, but when you start doing the walking. How you doing, guys? Start doing the walking, you start warming up pretty quick. You know, I had purchased four chooks, and I had lost two of them, but I did recover one of them. But there's still one out there in La La Land lost. Now I think I put it inside of my other jacket that's packed away for camping trips. I think I put it inside of one of those pockets. At least I hope I did. Because as you guys know, I don't lose shit. Yeah, I believe I think I put it in one of those pockets. I'm just trying to think. I don't see it anywhere. It could be in the new Jeep somewhere, maybe. Man, I'll tell you what, guys. Careful now. I'm starting to get warm. Hey, watch your head. Remember, he's blind in that eye. He won't see that block wall. He'll bang right into it. He doesn't know. He thinks it's normal. Oh, somebody finally cleaned up that dog poop right there. The only thing that's going to kill me today is the sunglasses were right there. You know, from here we jump in the Hemi, so I'm dressed to go with the Hemi, not dressed to go for a walk, so to speak. But I mean, not a big deal. We can take a little walk with the dogs. I got goddamn rocks in my shoes. I'm gonna have to get me a goddamn pair of gaiters for this walking gig. $626,000, gentlemen. How you doing? $626,000 for this house across the street, and it's all fixed up. But I don't see any of the promotional signs out anymore. Somebody already bought it. People from California, and you know, they sell their property over there. They come over here and pay, after selling their property in Cal, they pay cash for that kind of shit, and they think they got a heck of a deal. We're gonna take a stab at getting these goddamn rocks out of my shoe down here in this shade spot. And what we do is stop. There's a rock. That's a little fucking tiny, tiny ass rock, right? Bugging me. Take off another layer. We'll take a look. We'll zip up these pockets because I got a feeling this jacket is the next thing to go. Yesterday we ran into the Huskies here, the white one. They were coming out of the house with the Husky. So a female loved it, female dog, but my male dog got a little cranky. Slow. Slow. Morning. Or, yeah, it's still morning. Slow. I'm taking it off. On the fly, gentlemen. Your camera might get a little fuzzy. Dudes. It's Vegas, man. 1 second hot, next second cold. Sorry for the fuzziness there. Just a sleeveless jacket, but damn. Like I said, when you leave, you're coming out of the garage basically, and it's very cold in my garage. Nighttime temperatures in there probably. A little warmer, but not much. Than nighttime temperatures. So it's cold in there, you know, maybe 45, 50. Oh, glass. Glass. Come on, glass. Go pee pee, girl. Go pee pee. Good girl. She go pee pee. And of course we do have our, like I said, I zip up the pocket so we don't lose the hat and scarf, and there's another hat in the other side pocket. That type of shit. You know what's amazing? This camera, you know, of course it's bouncing all around, but of course GoPro has that stabilization, so you don't get any bouncing around in the actual video, or very little. Each generation of camera has better stabilization. This is a Hero 12 Black. I got it on sale. They now have, of course, I bought it 3 months ago, but now they do have, well, maybe more than that, maybe 6 months ago. But they got the Hero 13s now. Of course, have had them for several months. So that's what you get when you buy them on sale. The other ones are coming out real good price. I forget what it was, $250, I think. Brand new. Ooh, that reminds me. God damn. I joined their club, the GoPro club, to get 50% off. I gotta make sure that, I gotta make a note, make sure that that's turned off. Otherwise they're gonna bill you like 50 bucks. So I got to make sure that that is off, and it's with my Okay, this is the guy that owns this truck. Come on, brake left. Hey, watch your head. It's been 4 months since my allergy shot, so the allergies start kicking in again. They're not full tilt right now, but they are, you know, there is more sneezing and all the stuff going on with allergies, more spitting. So, I tell you what, man, even this shirt I have on is too fucking hot, and this fucking thing ain't warm. Those are the new people. California people bought that home. It was on for sale. Always gonna check the price on it too. That's probably 3,000 square feet. Let me see here, 284. Okay, come on, let's go. 284. All right, let's go with shade. Like I said, California people bought that, came over here, bought that son of a bitch, that's it. I don't know who's buying in California, Jesus. Who wants to live over there? Even Mark Wahlberg moved out of that area. Nobody likes the California. Too many taxes. They tax everything over there. Mark would have saved a fortune if he lived in Nevada. All those state taxes, city taxes, county taxes, high taxes on sales, stuff you buy. Medicare tax to pay for Medicare. There's taxes, for example, on mattresses. There's a $75 tax on a mattress. They use the tax to pick up and clean up the old mattresses and dispose of them. But there's typically shit like that. Everything is taxed. There will be no gas car sales in the state of California after the year 2035. I mean, if you already have a gas car, you can, obviously you can drive it and blah, blah, blah. But you cannot buy a new, you cannot buy a new car in the state of California after 2035. A gasoline car. They're all electric. I would dare to say you can't go out of state and buy a gasoline car after 2035. You won't be able to license it in the state of California, a brand new car. It's a good move to save the environment, but I've traveled with electric cars and I've traveled with gasoline cars. And when you travel with an electric car, when I go to Idaho, how you doing, man? Good. When I went to Idaho with my electric car, it took me 5 hours extra time to get there with an electric, stopping at all the stop charges. Now, I didn't care. I was on the way to a nice vacation, 10 days in Idaho. But now the vacation is over and I gotta head back. And I gotta stop at all of those same 8 stops and charge my car. Now, the normal person may just have the car and a backpack, hiking shoes, hydration bottle, suitcase full of clothes. He's still gonna have to stop 4 or 5 times for charges. I had to stop 8. So it's gonna make his trip, let's figure 5 times. It's gonna make his trip about 3 hours and 20 minutes longer to get home and to get out there, first of all, and to get home. Point being, I did the testing, and so I know how it is. And quite frankly, I'm just, in my particular case, I'm not going to add 5 hours extra each way to get there and get back. I'm going to take a gasoline vehicle. They will not have that problem solved for 10, 15 years, if that. Also, the Cybertruck can take up to 50% longer to charge than my car. So, or more, because of the battery type and structure and stuff. The bottom line is, if you do that trip with the Cybertruck, it would probably take you 7.5, 8 hours longer to get there, and 7.5 to 8 hours to get back. So the Cybertruck is definitely a piece of junk. And the Cybertruck is turning up on used car lots left and right. They only sold like 35,000 units out of 2 million deposits. Everybody wanted their money back, like me. Too many recalls, too many problems, not enough range, too long to charge. Awkward and queer looking off-road, in the snow off-road. They built a plant in California specifically just for building Cybertrucks, because they thought they were going to be turning them out like they thought they were going to be building a lot of them, and nobody's buying them, and everybody who's got one is a fool. Every time I see one. No, their cars are great. I mean, I've had my car for 2 years, a little over 2 years now. No trouble, no problems. I love not having to buy gas for it, but long range trips are just no can do. It adds too much time to your travel. You know, short trips to, say, Navajo Lake or Bryce Canyon, perhaps, yes. But anything farther than that, longer trips, like to Idaho or Montana, British Columbia, you cannot, unless you've got time to burn, which nobody does, unless you're a fool, then you can do it. But all right, bottom line is Cybertrucks are junk, and I feel sorry for people that got one, because they didn't do their research or something. They didn't do something right, and now they're stuck with something that's a piece of junk. I mean, I guess it's great if you're just driving around town and shit, but it's kind of an ugly vehicle. I'm going to be honest with you. And I think you'd have to agree. Anyways, that's why we bought the 392. We took our $100 deposit back off of Tesla for the Cybertruck, and we put it towards this beast. And now this beast, the drawback to this beast is, you know, the fuel economy is going to be very bad. But you won't, you know, you can stop at a fuel station, and I'll be taking at least 3 fuel cells with me at all times, and if not 4. So you'll be able to double your range essentially. But you're also taking fuel for the generator and fuel for the dirt bike, street bike, if that's the case. But we're also going to do this. Imagine this holds one of my mountain bikes and the dirt bike. Imagine a sheet of plywood on here, 4x8. I'll cut it down after I put it on. I'll make it smaller. But imagine a 4x8 sheet of plywood. We'll put the 4 fuel cells on this side here, allowing room to tie down the bikes, the dirt bike. Over on this side, you'll have your generator. And out here, where this block is, right there, will essentially be, well, maybe a little further out. Right there will be another mountain bike. The sheet of plywood will extend all the way from here, this edge, all the way out to here. 4 foot is about out to here. And like I said, I will cut it down in size. I'm going to just throw the 8-foot sheet on there. You do have to cut out a small block out right here so you can tie down your equipment, and you do have to cut a small block out where I got my feet, about the size of your feet, because you have to be able to stand right here, lift it up, and place it inside of the hitch receiver. I mean, you have to be able to stand right here. Generator will be right here. 4 fuel cells right here on the sheet of plywood. We'll use self-tappers. Put a self-tapper in every foot on here, here, and here. And I think a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood will do it. But that'll enable you to take 2 mountain bikes and your dirt bike on a trip. This rack here is capable of carrying 2 full-size dirt bikes, which can be around, say, 560 pounds. So this bar nothing's going to happen to this bar. It's the hitch weight on the Jeep is probably right around, it's supposed to be 10% of whatever it can tow, but that vehicle, they got it rated for 3,500 pounds of towing capacity, but I guarantee you that thing can tow 5,000 pounds. Not that I'll ever tow 5,000 pounds, but the hitch weight will be able to take at least 500 pounds of down pressure, if not a little bit more than that. So by the time I put everything together, it's going to probably, everything will probably, with the bikes on it, it'll probably weigh about 550 pounds. So with the sheet of plywood, generator, 3 fuel cells, you know, 1 fuel cell will probably be empty until you get to where you're going, maybe even 2 of them. So as long as you got gas stations, you don't need to fill up all of your fuel cells. So, but anyways, that is the project. It's easy. We just go down to Home Depot. We'll probably just get a 3/4 inch plywood, but I do have a piece of plywood in the garage, and I'm going to clamp it on here, and I want to see what kind of flex I get when I stand on it. Now keep in mind, the only thing that's going to be out here is 1
47-pound bike. That's it on that plywood. You'll cut openings in the plywood and the bike will drop right, tires will drop right into those openings. Boom. So very easy to put it on, take it off. You'll make the back, when the back tire slips through the hole in the plywood, you'll be able to slip a U-lock through the tire, through the rim area, through the spoke area, and it essentially will lock the bike on the rack. And to tie this bike off, all you're going to have to do is put a tie to the motorcycle, tie it off to the motorcycle. Boom, that's it. So it's going to be an interesting build. You know what I'm saying? I mean, very easy. Just a question of going. I got to make sure I got enough self tappers, but of course, this is where the dirt bike goes, and the dirt bike has to fall into these slots. This slot here, so the plywood will be cut, and then it comes through the frame, and then back out wide. So to do this project, you do have to install the rack, put the bike on the rack, the dirt bike on the rack, and then you have to make the cutouts for it, you know, but it'll be a surface where you can carry, like I said, the generator, fuel cells. You'll be able to carry your cot, your canopy, a green bag full of empty water bottles, and full water bottles actually. We might put the water bottles in the Jeep, but certainly the green bag with chainsaw. You need to carry at least say 3 or 4 empty bottles so you can grab water when it's available. So stuff like that. It's gonna be interesting, you know, to get this project up and rolling. That's when you do the trip to Idaho to Yellow Pine. There's no point in taking your street bike to Yellow Pine. There's 80 miles of dirt road that you're going to be going on. You do not want to subject your street bike to that abuse, if that makes sense, guys. Anyways, I'm going to drop you off right there and look for this project to come along, and you know, I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's going to be the last trip I went on to Idaho. I only took one mountain bike with me. I had problems with it. That's why you want 2 mountain bikes. Now I'll have both bikes 100% before I leave, but should an issue come up, you do have another bike to fall back on. So plus we will have brake pads, we will have mineral oil, brake fluid. We will have the kit that allows you to bleed the brakes. And I've got to go bathroom again. I'm going to drop you off right here.